Hello all. In this video, let us discuss about variables and also rules for the variables. So first, let us try to understand what are variables. So let me start with an example so that you can understand it better. So let me give a variable name as name, right? So name is a variable. So I just write my name here, right? Again, remember why I am writing it inside inverted comma. If you have missed my previous videos, please go back, watch that, and come back if you're a beginner in Python. Okay, so let me print name. So if I want to print it, I have to rewrite this variable name, right? So we get the output as Premlata now. So what is the variable here? Variable is name here. So what is meant by variable? Variable is a container that stores data values. Variable is a container that stores data values. So what is value here? Premlata is the value here. It can also have multiple values. So let me write some other example. Maybe I'm writing age. Okay, so you can fill with your age. Maybe you can be 21 years old. So if I want to print this output, what I'm supposed to write? I need to write age. Perfect. Say I'm writing salary. Okay. So just I'm writing your packet money, maybe, right? So salary. So let me print it. You can see that yes, it is working perfectly, right? So let me write the next one. Okay, just like that, an example, right? You can write with whatever you want. Say, if I just run this, what happens? This code is working, but there is no output. Why there is no output? Because I missed to write it. Okay. So in case if I am writing it, now if I run it, it will throw an error. Why? Yes, there is a mistake. Right? T is missing here. So let me run this now. It is working fine. So what do we understand here? Variable is a container that stores data values. And every place, if you see, I'm using equal to sign, right? So it is an operator which is used to assign a value to a variable, right? So now in case if I want to get the data type of this, how should I write? Do you remember? Yes, you're right. So type, maybe I can write marital underscore status. So what would be the output? Exactly. It is a string. In case if I write this as age, integer. Perfect because it is an integer, right? I hope the point is clear. So let us now understand it little more. If you recollect, have we ever studied about these variables before? Yeah, during school days, if you remember X and Y, find the X and Y, X has or Anil has bought 25 pineapples and 5 apples for this money, and the other person has bought these many apples and these many pineapples, and the total cost is this. What is the cost of pineapple and apple, right? So we have solved all these kind of problems in our school days. I hope like most of us are scared of algebra already, right? Find x and y, right? So that's nothing but x and y are basically called as variables, right? Perfect. So now I'm writing name is equal to be Python, right? Let me write now name is equal to C. Okay. So if I run this, right? And if I want to get the output, If I write name, will I get the output as Python or C? What do you think? Exactly. We will get the output as C because I have reassigned it. Can you see that? First, I assigned Python to the variable name and then I reassigned C to the variable name. So whatever we reassign, whatever we give at the final stage, that would be considered here. Perfect. So now let me write x equal to 3, y equal to 2. And if I write like x plus y, what do you think the output is? 5. And if I want to get the data type of this output, what I'm supposed to do? I need to assign something here, right? Otherwise, what I can do? Can I try with this type x plus y? You can see that it is an integer. In case if I write like 3.5, now you can see the output as float data type, right? So in case if I am writing like x comma y comma z is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? So if I want to get the output of y, if I run this, what would be the output now? You can see this as 2, right? So why is it? Because when I give this, it will consider x as 1, y as 2, and z as 3. I hope this is clear, right? This is clear, right? In case if I am writing, say Python scope equal to R scope, I'm writing, right? So these two are basically variables, and I'm writing something like 10. Okay, so when I get the output of this Python underscore scope, you can see that ah, there is an error here. So now if you see that there is another error here, Python scope is not defined. Why so? Python is case sensitive. Exactly. You can see the output as 10. So in case if I am writing like R, again the output would be 10. Right? So we can also assign multiple variables also. Fine. So this makes sense, right? It is easy to understand this. Now, let us see the rules for naming the variables. So what are variables here? You can see that Python scope is a variable, R scope is a variable, X, Y, Z are variables. So let us see, because if you see here, I was writing underscore, all that. Why should we write underscore? Instead of that, can't we write Python, space, and scope? You may be getting all these questions in your mind, right? So let us now work on this part, whether it will work or not, right? So let us now look into the rules for naming variables, right? So let me write the heading, rules for naming variables, right? Variables. So I want to change it into a heading, shortcut key M, shift plus enter, right? So I'm just writing like courses, right? Courses is equal to, let me write some courses here, data science, and let me write another one here now, Python. Okay, data science, comma, Python. Or if you want, you can have only one, right? So that's completely up to you. So in case if I am writing course equal to data science, I want to name it like course name. Okay. So when I run this, you can see that it is working perfectly, right? But if I want to get the output, what I'm supposed to write? Course name. So it is working very well without any error. It is working perfectly, right? So what I think is, no, it's not really looking good because course is a separate word and name is another word. So I'm trying to run this. Let's see whether it is working or not. It's not working. It is throwing syntax error, invalid syntax. So keep this point in your mind whenever we assign variable name. We have to be very much careful. We are not supposed to use any space. So let me write the rule here. So I can write that space is not allowed, right? So likewise, okay, instead of this, let me put a hyphen over here and see whether it is working or not. Now again, you can see that it is throwing a syntax error again and it says cannot assign to operator. Okay, let me put plus then. Let me run it again. It's not working. Let me try with a dollar symbol. It's not working. So it is not allowing any special characters other than, other than underscore. So keep this point in your mind. The only allowed special character is underscore, right? So let me write the point here. The only allowed special, okay, let me write in short form. Character is underscore, right? So now here I want to write, there is only one course name. So I want to name it like one course name. Let me see whether it is working or not. Again, it is throwing an error, syntax error, invalid syntax. Let's see, maybe there is a problem with one only. Let me try with two, not working. Let me try with my lucky number four. Again, it's not working, which means that variable name is not allowing number or whether it should not start with number. Let's see. Let me try to put 4 somewhere over here. It's working. You can see that there is no error. Can you see that? So let me write C4. Now it is working. So what we can understand from this is number should not be in the first place. Correct? Number should not be in the first place. It can be there anywhere else. Right? Fine. So let us now see, and let me remove this. Okay, special character, I'm removing it. And let me run this. It's working fine. It's working fine. Let me replace it with a capital C. It's working. Let me replace it with capital C. Working fine. So what can I say now? It always starts with capital A to capital Z, small a to small z. Let me see whether it works with underscore or not. Yes, it is also working with underscore, right? So I have given some rules here. So now it is your chance. You can look for further more information and add few more rules to this. So how can you add few more rules? You can just put it in the comments so that I can add it to my notebook. Thank you.